Welcome to the online LiveText orientation session. My name is Renee Whitmer, and my goal is to help you understand what LiveText is and how to use it. LiveText is one of several requirements for all students who are entering educator preparation programs as part of their introductory 2999 course for their major. In addition to the LiveText requirement of purchasing and activating their LiveText account, attending an orientation session, and submitting all of the necessary LiveText documents and forms, students must also meet the minimum GPA for their respective programs, submit a criminal background check, purchase personal liability insurance, successfully complete the ethics module, and pass all parts of the GACE program admission assessment, formerly the basic skills, or provide proof of exempting their requirement through one of the accepted exemption methods before they will be admitted into their preparation programs. If you will please now log into your LiveText account on the website www.livetext.com and make sure you have the following documents and forms in your inbox. Once your LiveText account is open, go to your Documents tab and you should have the following two documents under your Inbox tab: LiveText Orientation Project New and the Welcome from the Interim Dean. Now go to your Forms tab, and you should have these two documents under your Forms tab: the Summer 13, Spring 14 COE Disposition Survey and the Summer 13, Spring 14 Entry COE Candidate Information Form. If for some reason you do not have these two documents or these two forms in your LiveText account, please contact me so that I can share these documents and forms with you. You must have these documents and forms in your LiveText account in order to be able to complete the orientation session. Now, please minimize your LiveText account and open up Microsoft Word document. You're going to begin your first professional writing sample. You're going to begin your first professional writing sample. So in Microsoft Word, you're going to type a one paragraph stating why you want to become an educator. This is a professional writing sample, so write it as professionally as you would any other professional activity or if you were applying for a job. Please save the document on your desktop and name the file last name, comma, first name. This should take you about 5 to 10 minutes to complete, and you can stop the video while you do this.
Congratulations! You've registered your LiveText membership. So you must be wondering, what is LiveText and why do I need it? LiveText is a web-based collaborative community which provides users and stakeholders the virtual space to compose, reflect, and archive all work related to the student's academic and professional users. This takes as an instrumental virtual space to compose, reflect, and archive all work related to the student's academic and competencies. Perplexed? I mean, lost? Don't worry. It's not the metaphysics of micronuclear anthropology. It's simple. As a LiveText member, you have access to an online work environment where you can author just about anything, such as assignments, journals, e-portfolios, and personal documents. You can store and maintain your work securely. You can access your work anytime, anywhere, even after you graduate. So now that you've got a pretty good idea of what LiveText does, here's what you get out of it. First of all, it's a convenient way to stay organized. And you know you could use a little help with that. You can receive constructive feedback on your work from peers and professors. Connect, collaborate, and share work with your classmates, friends, family, or anyone in your network. You can easily showcase your brilliance to potential employers. More importantly, you'll be able to look back and see how much you've grown throughout your college experience. No, not that growth. So what are you waiting for? Get started. If you need any help, just email us at support@livetext.com or visit our help area.
As you saw in the video, LiveText can be a very useful tool for students. In the College of Education and Human Services, we use it as a web-based storage system. We also use it to provide assessment feedback on your work and store that work to retrieve later when needed. Because we are accredited and must report to various accrediting agencies, we store assessment data in LiveText that are used to complete these reports. If we did not or could not supply assessment data on our students, demonstrating that they have met the standards for our professional organizations, we could not maintain our accreditation with these agencies, and therefore we could not certify you to become educators in Georgia. During this session, you will learn how to navigate LiveText, how to create and change documents, how to add and change pages within documents, how to submit a document for review. You will also begin your professional portfolio and submit a section for review. At the end, you will complete and submit 2 forms which allow us to capture certain entry data for students who are trying to enter our educator preparation programs. Additional forms will be sent to you for you to complete at various times during your program, especially as you are about to complete or exit your program. So please open up your LiveText account again and let's see how to navigate the system. I will be using a fictitious student account for Jane Doe. This account may look slightly different from your account, but we should have basically the same tabs. Your LiveText account should automatically open up to the dashboard. The dashboard gives you an overview of the items in your account. As you progress through your program, you will have additional documents added to your account. The main tabs are the dashboard and the courses tab, but because Jane Doe is not a real student, she is not enrolled in any courses, so she doesn't have that tab, but you should have that tab on your LiveText screen. You also have the Documents tab, the Reviews, Forms, Community, and Tools tabs across the top. Each of these main tabs has one or more sub-tabs underneath. The main tabs we will be working with today are the Documents and Forms tabs. The Courses tab shows you the courses that you are currently enrolled in, and more courses will be added to this tab as you enroll in more courses. The Document sub-tabs include My Work, which lists all of the documents you have created, Inbox, which lists all the documents shared with you by someone else, Sent, which lists all the documents you have shared with someone else, Trash, which lists documents you have deleted, All, which lists all documents in your account, Manage My Labels, which allows you to label or group documents or assignments to help you stay organized. For the Trash tab, anything that you delete in LiveText is stored under the Trash tab, but it's never permanently deleted, so you can retrieve any document that you may have deleted at some point in time by checking your Trash tab. The Reviews tab lists documents that you need to review and documents that you have sent to someone else for review. The status of each document is also listed and shown to make it easy for you to see which assignments need your attention. The Forms tab has one sub-tab, the Inbox tab, which lists all forms that have been shared with you, as well as the status and the number of times that you have completed the form and submitted it. Some forms, such as a field experience form, will be taken multiple times as you complete multiple field experiences throughout your program. The Community tab allows you to create groups to work on shared projects, and the Tools tab allows you to create a visitor pass in which you grant access to your work, such as your professional portfolio, to prospective employers. Please click on your Documents tab and then Inbox, and then click on the Welcome from the Interim Dean. This document has been shared with you by the COE account. All LiveText documents are made up of pages which are shown in the table of contents. As you can see, this document contains 5 pages.
5 or 4?
I had 4 to begin with, but it's actually 5 pages.
Okay.
This is Dr. Brian Gerber. He is the Interim Dean for the College of Education and Human Resources, and he has shared a little welcome statement with you here that you can go back and read at your leisure. If you'll click on the second page here, this is the Dewar College of Education vision. This is who we are. And our vision is that we are driven by our commitment to positively impact learning through evidence-based practices. And we hope that by the time you complete your program here, that you will have learned skills that will help you also positively impact learning for the students in your classroom. If you click on the standards, these are the standards that all of your educator preparation programs are built around. These are the Georgia standards. There are many standards here. You can certainly read these at your leisure. These standards are set forth for the profession of educators in the state of Georgia. Other programs have other nationally recognized organizations that they are accredited by. One is the Communication Disorders Program, and they are accredited by the American Speech and Hearing Association professional organization, and they too have a separate set of standards for their program. So you can read through these lists of standards. The disposition page. The disposition page, this is our expectation that all of our candidates will demonstrate professional behaviors, including those that reflect fairness and a belief that all students can learn. You may not have this disposition now, but we hope that by the time you leave your program, that you will be of that same disposition, that you will exhibit professional behaviors and you will believe that all students can learn. The last page in this document is the Georgia Professional Standards Commission Code of Ethics. This is a code of ethics that is set forth for all educators in the state of Georgia. You will be hearing a lot about ethics from this point forward. Once you become a teacher or an educator, you will be held to these standards for as long as you hold a professional certificate in the state of Georgia. You can read through these ethics standards here. There are many of them, and you will see these again at many times throughout your program. Now, if you'll click back on your Documents tab, and then the Inbox, and click on LiveText Orientation Project New. As you see, this document has also been shared with you by the VSU COE account. When someone shares a document with you in LiveText, they are essentially giving you permission to use it. But before you can make any changes to a document, you first must make the document your own by making a copy of it. So click on the Copy button, and then you're going to enter a title for your new document. So we want you to put your first name and last name here. This is Jane Doe's LiveText Orientation Project New. So you want to put your first and last name and then click OK. Now, as you see, this document is now your document. It should have your name here. You're the author of this document, and now you are free to make changes to it. You can see this document has 4 pages listed in the table of contents here. You can add pages to documents really quickly by clicking on the Manage Pages button. And you see it lists the 4 pages that now exist in this document. To add a new page, you click the New button, and then you can title your new page. We're going to call this new page My Notes, and then click OK. And now you see that My Notes is now the last page in this list. Now click Save and Finish, and you see that My Notes has been added in your table of contents. You can change the order of your pages in your document really quickly by clicking again on Manage Pages, and your 5 pages are displayed. Then click on Page Order, and then click on the page you want to move, and then just click your arrow buttons up or down until you move the page to where you want it in your document. Then click Save. My notes is now listed as the second page, so click Save and Finish. And you see now that my notes is now the second page listed in your table of contents here. The other pages in this document have this blue cross out to the side, but our page doesn't have that yet, and that's because we have not added text to this page yet. Before we can add text to our new page, we have to create a section on the page. Documents consist of pages, and pages consist of sections. So we want to add a section to our My Notes page by clicking on the page in the table of contents. Then once the page opens, you click on Manage Sections, and then create a section with text and image. And now you can title the name of your section. So we're going to give this today's date. Once you have your title of your section, click OK. And this section has now been added to your page. Now click Save and Finish. And now you see the My Notes page now has the same blue cross button that the rest of the pages have. Now we want to add text to our My Notes page. So we click back on the title. And when the section displays, we want to click on the Edit button. This is a section editor screen. It's pretty much like you would use Microsoft Word. It's like a mini word processor. You can do some of the same things here that you can with Microsoft Word. If you click in the window here, we're going to add some text, and let's type, "Today I attended my LiveText orientation and it was great." Okay, and once you've typed that, you can change your text. You can change the font and make it a larger font or a different font. You can change the size of the font, make it larger on the page, and you can also change the color. There's lots of things you can do here with this little editor. So once you've got your text the way you like it, if you click Save and Finish, and then Document View to take you back to your main page. Another way that you can create documents in LiveText is by using a template. An instructor may provide you a template and ask you to add or make changes to it and send it back to them for review. Click back on your Documents tab to reveal your My Works page, and then click on New. Here you will choose the appropriate folder for your program by clicking the down arrow button next to Choose a Folder. Choose the folder that lists your major from the following. BE is for Business Ed majors. CSD is for Speech and Language Pathology majors. EDL is for Educational Leadership majors. FLED is for Foreign Language Education majors, both French and Spanish. ARED is for Art Education majors. ECE is for Early Childhood Education majors. HPE is for Health and Physical Education majors. MSRD is for Middle, Secondary, Reading, Deaf Ed, and ASL Interpreting majors. MUE is for Music Education majors. SPEC is for all special education majors, including those completing the specialist and the MAT degrees. SPY is for school counseling and school psychology majors. CLT is for curriculum and instruction doctoral majors. And ECSE is for the special ed early childhood blended majors. So once you've chosen the correct folder for your major, and I'm going to choose MSRD, now you will choose the correct template. You should choose the template that says Initial Program Portfolio for your major, if it is listed exactly as that. If the word initial is not specifically stated in the title, then choose the portfolio for your major. For MSRD and ASL interpreting majors, they would choose the appropriate portfolio for their respective majors from the following templates. ASL interpreting majors will choose the ASL interpreting portfolio revised summer of 12. Deaf education majors that are in the Masters of Education program will choose the Deaf MED portfolio. Deaf Ed majors in the online MAT program for Deaf Ed will choose the Deaf Online portfolio. MAT secondary or middle grade majors will choose the MAT ACT portfolio revised summer of 12. Undergraduate middle grades education majors will choose the MGE portfolio revised summer of 12. Middle grades math and science majors in the MED program will choose the MGMS MED portfolio revised summer 12. Reading education majors will choose the READ portfolio, advanced portfolio for READ. It is imperative that you choose the correct portfolio for your program to ensure that you have the correct assignments to complete. If you have any questions regarding which portfolio to choose, please contact the Center for Program Assessment or your instructor. Once you have chosen your portfolio, then you will enter a title. You want to enter your first name and last name, and then the exact template name that's listed above. And then once you've entered your title, then click Save as New Document. This is the first page of your professional portfolio, and it should have name and major. But we want this page to have your name on it. So you will just click the Edit button, and the page editor screen will open, and you highlight Name, and you type your first name and last name, and then enter, and do the same for major, and write your exact major. Now click Save and Finish. And your first page should now have your name and your major and Valdosta State University listed. Now, we want to attach the professional writing sample to this page that you completed earlier and send it for review. So click on the Edit button again, and then scroll down to File Attachment and click the Edit button. Now click on Upload New File. Click Browse to find the file on your desktop or wherever you saved it. And then attach the file by double-clicking on the file name. You should now see the document attached, so click Save and Finish. The attached file should now show here on the first page of your portfolio. We'll now send this page to be reviewed. When you send a page to be reviewed, you do not want to send all of the pages of your portfolio. You only want to send the page that you want to have reviewed. So to send only certain pages of your portfolio, you can hide the other pages by clicking on Manage Pages. And then click the box next to Title. All the boxes will now have check marks for all the pages. Uncheck the page you want to send for review and then click Hide. And now all the other pages are hidden. The only one visible is the one you want to send. So click Save and Finish. And now you see only one page in your table of contents. Now we want to send this page for review. So click Send and Review. And start typing the name of the person you want to send the page to. We're going to send our page today to Admissions. So type in Admission. And once LiveText recognizes the account that you're typing, it will bring it up in a blue box. Once you verify that that name in the box is who you want to send it to, click on that name. It shows you who you've selected to review your document. Once you've verified that, click Submit for Review. Now, it tells you that you have successfully sent this document to one user. Now click the blue X. Before you close out of your portfolio, you want to unhide the other pages in your portfolio. If you open this later and you only see one page, you may start to panic. So go ahead and open up all of your pages. Click on Manage Pages and click the box with Title and then tell it to unhide. And Save and Finish. And all of your pages are now restored in your portfolio. You will now complete several forms by clicking on the Forms tab. The two forms you will complete today are the Summer 13, Spring 14 COE Candidate Information Form and the COE Disposition Survey. The Candidate Information Form requests information about you and your program. The Disposition Form will ask a series of questions to determine your disposition as you enter your program. You will read the statements and answer if you strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree with the statement. You will also complete similar disposition forms when you exit your program. You will click on the Take Form button. On my screen it says Take Again because Jane Doe has already completed this form one time. So you will click on Take Form. Each form has a series of radio buttons on the left side. There are also a series of questions that have boxes where you will type in your information. You want to choose the semester that you are currently trying to be admitted into your program. So you would choose the appropriate semester that you are trying to be admitted. You will enter your VSU ID number, your 870 number, your last name, first name, middle name. You will choose the program listed here that coincides with your program. If you're a foreign language education, you're going to, or secondary or middle grades, you're going to enter your specific program here. Spanish, French. You're going to choose your program description. Your transition point for everyone would be entry. So everyone would mark entry here. And then you would answer the questions as to how you agree with this statement. Then once you get to the bottom of this form, you've answered all the questions. There'll be a Save button, and there's also a Submit button. If you're finished, you hit the Submit button. If you need to stop and come back later, you can save it and then come back later. But then once you finish it, you'll have to hit the Submit button. If you don't hit Submit, then it doesn't get sent into LiveText, and we can't access the form. On your information form, you would choose the current semester that you're trying to be admitted into your program. Choose your degree program name. Your transition point is always entry for everyone. You will enter your VSU 870 number here. When you get to number 15, your SAT total score, this is a composite score for your verbal and math sections of the SAT. If you don't know what your SAT scores are, you can access them through Banner. If you took the Praxis 1 or GACE basic skills, you would check which one is appropriate here. If you exempted the GACE, then you would check the appropriate box. Your enrollment status should be full-time for most programs. You would choose your program code. Your current GPA can also be accessed through Banner if you don't know what it is. Your program level would be initial unless you are in a graduate advanced program, then you would mark advanced. You would mark teaching, service, or leadership according to the program you're enrolled in. Communication Science and Disorders majors are service field. American Speech and Hearing is a service field. All the others are either teaching or leadership. If you have a minor that's declared, you would enter that here. If you're a middle grades major, you would choose the concentration areas for your program. If you're a Deaf Ed major, you have a C-SPI score and you would enter that here. If you took the Miller's Analogy test, you would enter that here. If you did not take a certain test, or if a question does not apply to you, just leave it blank. When you get to the bottom of this form, you will click Submit if you're finished with it. If you need to save and come back later, click the Save button and then come back and finish it later and then hit the Submit button. This concludes the online orientation session. Please email me at brwhitmer@valdosta.edu once you have submitted your documents and forms. I will be checking for submitted forms once before midterm and once again before the end of the semester. Once I have verified that your documents and forms are submitted, I will notify your instructor via email. Please let me know if you have any questions regarding LiveText.